Everyone seems to agree it's time to get Maryland working again, and one measure of that is how small businesses are doing. Well, we've talked to a lot of small business people, and none of them seems to see much of the progress our current governor likes to claim.
Any progress we've had is what we've done. I mean, I haven't really seen anything from a state perspective to help us.
You started out, you told me, I think 2 years ago?
Yes.
Right smack in the middle of the O'Malley administration.
Yes.
What kind of help did you get from them?
I can't say I got a lot of help from the administration.
It's hard to see any kind of forward movement.
Nobody's coming to you to kind of take it to that next step.
Everybody's hunkered down and trying to keep their business going.
All three of these businesses are in supposedly prosperous Montgomery County, but each tells of indifference or even obstruction to their efforts by the O'Malley administration. Bruce Riley and his brother-in-law, Glenn Cook, left jobs in big companies to own their own business, Tri-County Fence. Colette Relaford has 2 master's degrees and gave up a 6-figure salary to run her own company, Strive Business Solutions. And Patrick Darby owns a small online bookstore called Novel Places. None of them is exactly Northrop Grumman. All are struggling.
There have been weeks where to make payroll and to pay vendors, we haven't been paid.
Glenn and Bruce employ about 40 people, some full-time, some part.
Unemployment is, at one of its highest, I guess, and it becomes tough going out there to selling people and tell them, hey, please buy a fence from us. Even though you may not have the money to do something else, we want you to buy a fence. So it makes it a little challenging.
Both of the brothers-in-law who run Tri-County Fence used to work in big offices where they used to wear ties regularly. They say they don't miss the ties, but they do miss the Ehrlich administration.
I think it was better under Bob Ehrlich. First 6 months of Governor O'Malley's term, he raised taxes on everybody. Every time taxes are raised, you have to make cuts. I mean, they have to come from somewhere. We have unemployment insurance has tripled this year.
Colette Relaford has 20 years of business experience and was the Gaithersburg and Germantown Small Business Person of the Year in 2009. She counsels other executives on ways to be more efficient and to grow, but she hasn't seen much growth herself. What's been the result of the O'Malley administration?
I don't see that they're getting a lot of contracts to small businesses. I have to say I'm still up in the air, to be honest, but I'm willing to listen to the candidate that wants to hear from small businesses, that truly wants to give us a voice and give us a chance to compete.
Bob Ehrlich has held more than 36 small business roundtable meetings this year, listening to and learning from more than 300 entrepreneurs.
Which I think is a great step. I think you have to talk to the people in that situation. You can't be a voice for the people if you haven't spoken to the people.
Patrick Darby is hearing offers to move his business to another state, and he's listening.
The taxes go up. We can't afford to live here now, so it's going to be difficult to stay here. I'm ready to move if it comes down to that.
Which brings us back to the election coming up. You told me you're a Democrat.
Yes.
If you found Bob Ehrlich was more favorable to small businesses, would you vote for him?
Yes, I would.
And vote for Bob Ehrlich.
And say why.
Well, again, having voted for Governor Ehrlich in the past, under him, with Maryland, there was a surplus.
There wasn't just a surplus with Bob Ehrlich. There was a pro-business attitude that helped small businesses succeed. That's how he created a surplus and a lot of new jobs, too. And he'd do it again. I'm Andy Barth.